Hello guys, welcome to our Uniplex channel, where we bring you some of the most incredible and amazing moments caught on camera. In this video, we're going to see what happens when Mother Nature gets angry. From powerful storms to volcanic eruption, we witness the awesome power of nature as she reminds us time and again of her power. So sit back, relax, and prepare to be amazed as we take you on a journey through some of the most dramatic footage of Mother Nature's fury caught on camera. So, without wasting any more time, let's start today's video. The hurricane. Typhoons form in the northwestern Pacific Ocean, hurricanes form in the Atlantic and northeastern Pacific Ocean, and cyclones form in the South Pacific or the Indian Ocean. The 2020 Atlantic hurricane season will go down as the season with the most tropical storm formations ever. A tropical cyclone, known as the Atlantic hurricane or tropical storm, develops in the Atlantic Ocean, usually between the months of June and November. Only the difference in location separates a hurricane from a cyclone or typhoon. However, 2005 was the year with the highest number of hurricanes on record. The 1983 Atlantic hurricane season with 4 tropical storms, 2 hurricanes, and 1 major hurricane. The 2 hurricanes became least active hurricane season with 4 tropical storms, 2 hurricanes, and 1 major hurricane was the least active season on record since 1946. The least active Atlantic hurricane season overall, with just 1 storm recorded, was in 1914. The 2 hurricanes that caused $125 billion in damages each in their respective years were Hurricane Harvey of the 2017 season and Hurricane Katrina of the 2005 season. However, has the highest price tag after inflation, coming in at $161 billion. The tornadoes. A tornado is a very fast rotating column of air that makes contact with the Earth's surface, a cumulonimbus cloud, or very rarely, the base of a cumulus cloud. It's frequently referred to as a cyclone twister or whirlwind, despite the fact that in meteorology, the term cyclone refers to a weather system with a low-pressure depression at its core around which winds blow counterclockwise in the northern hemisphere and clockwise in the southern. Tornadoes arise in a variety of size and forms, and they are frequently seen as a condensation funnel rising from the base of a cumulative nimbus cloud, which is accompanied by a cloud of whirling dust and debris. The most powerful tornadoes have a diameter of more than 3, can reach wind speeds of more than 480, can last on the ground for more than 100. Green sky is frequently connected with tornadoes in folklore. However, there's no evidence to support this association. The phenomena may also be related to severe weather. In general, it's a common misconception that opening windows can decrease the tornado's damage. Even if there is a considerable reduction in air pressure within a tornado, damage is not anticipated to be because of the result of the pressure difference. Instead, opening windows can make the tornado's damage worse. Whether the windows are opened or closed, a powerful tornado can still completely demolish a house. Researching tornadoes is an even more recent field of study than meteorology. There are still certain features of tornadoes that are a mystery, despite 140 years of investigation and 60 years of dedicated study. The volcano. A volcano is a crack in a planet's crust, such as on Earth, that permits hot lava, volcanic ash, and gases to escape from the magma chamber below the surface. And it's one of the craziest things in all of nature. Most volcanoes on Earth are located underwater, and they are most frequently found where tectonic plates are diverging or converging. Civilization itself can be threatened by volcanic explosions, but volcanic activity has also given mankind access to vital minerals. After a super eruption of Lake Toba on the Indonesian island of Sumatra, a volcanic winter is believed to have occurred some 70,000 years ago. This could have caused a population bottleneck that had an impact on the genetic makeup of all current people. Major extinction events like the N or Davician Permian Triassic and late Devonian mass extinctions may have been influenced by volcanic eruption due to its impact on the weather in North America and Europe. Mount Tamboray's 1815 eruption led to worldwide climatic anomalies that became known as the year without a summer. Although volcanic eruption pose significant risk to people, they have historically produced valuable economic resources. Some of the most fertile soil in the world is made up of weathered basalt and volcanic ash, which is rich in minerals, including calcium, phosphorus, magnesium, iron, and potassium. In order to adequately notify residents in the area of impending eruption, many volcanoes close to populated areas are closely watched. Additionally, a more current understanding of volcanology has helped governments respond to unexpected volcanic activity with greater knowledge. The blizzards. A blizzard is a severe snowfall that lasts for a long time, typically at least 3 or 4 hours, and is marked by strong, sustained winds and limited visibility. When snow is not falling, but rather loose snow on the ground is lifted and blasted by high winds, the weather is called a ground blizzard. Blizzards may be quite large and can cover hundreds or even thousands of kilometers. The Great Blizzard of 1993, sometimes referred to as the storm of the century, was a significant cyclonic storm that developed over the Gulf of Mexico on March 12, 1993, and dissipated in the North Atlantic Ocean on March 15. It's distinctive for its power, immense size, and far-reaching impact, the storm's largest ice span from Canada to Central America. However, its greatest effects were felt in the US and Cuba. The cyclone traveled over the Gulf of Mexico, the eastern United States, and then finally Canada. Northern Alabama and Georgia experienced a light coating of snow, and Birmingham, Alabama, received up to 30 snow, along with record low barometric pressures and hurricane-force wind gusts. High storm surges caused by hurricane-force winds in northwest Florida between Louisiana and Cuba killed hundreds of people, coupled with sporadic tornadoes. Over 10 million consumers in the US lost electricity as a result of the hurricane. Nearly 40% of the population of the country is said to have experienced it firsthand at the time. The ice tsunami. An ice surge or ice tsunami are other names for an ice shove. Ocean currents, strong winds, or temperature variations can force ice onto the coast, causing mounds of ice that can reach a height of 12 meters. This can result in massive amounts of ice crashing onto land, damaging buildings and infrastructure, and posing a significant threat to people and wildlife in the affected area. Ice tsunami are most commonly observed in areas with large bodies of water that freeze over during the winter months, such as the Great Lakes region of North America. While they are rare occurrence, the destructive potential of ice tsunami highlights the need for caution and preparedness in communities that may be at risk. The fog tsunami. A fog tsunami, also known as a sea fog or a sea smoke event, is a phenomenon where a dense fog bank rolls in from the ocean, engulfing everything in its path. It's caused by the temperature difference between the air and the water, where the cool air passing over warmer water creates condensation and produces fog. These events are rare but have been known to occur in coastal areas around the world. The thick fog can create dangerous driving conditions and pose a threat to shipping vessels, as it reduces visibility and increases the risk of collisions. Despite the potential hazards, many people are fascinated by this awe-inspiring natural occurrence. The Dust Devil. A violent, well-formed, and often short-lived whirlwind, a dust devil can be small or massive. Although dust devils are mostly harmless, in rare instances they can get big enough to endanger both humans and property. They are similar to tornadoes in that both are meteorological phenomena that include a revolving wind column that's vertically directed. Most tornadoes are connected into a mesocyclone on the back of a supercell thunderstorm, which is a big apparent circulation. Fair weather, bright conditions, and whirling updrafts all contribute to the formation of dust devils, which are rarely as intense as tornadoes. Dust devils may be seen on Mars as well, and the Viking orbiters capture the first images of them in the 1970s. The Mars Pathfinder lander discovered a dust devil crossing it in 1997. Large Martian dust devils might endanger any terrestrial equipment that has been brought to Mars, since they can be up to 50 times wider and 10 times taller than terrestrial dust devils. On November 7, 2016, the Mars Orbiter mission photographed 5 of these dust devils in the southern hemisphere of Mars, with heights ranging from 0.5 to 1.9 km. The roll clouds. Roll clouds are a type of low-level, horizontal cloud formation that appears to roll in on itself like a giant tube. They are usually formed by cool, sinking air from thunderstorms or other weather fronts that push warm, moist air upward. Roll clouds can stretch for hundreds of kilometers and can reach heights of up to 2 kilometers. They are often mistaken for tornadoes, but they are not associated with strong winds or rotating columns of air. Roll clouds are more common in coastal areas and are often seen over bodies of water. They are a fascinating and beautiful weather phenomenon that has been observed for centuries, and scientists continue to study them to better understand their formation and behavior. The sinkholes. Sinkholes are geological phenomena that occur when the ground collapses or subsides, creating a depression or hole in the surface. They can be caused by natural factors such as the dissolution of soluble rocks like limestone, or by human activities such as mining, drilling, or construction. Sinkholes can vary in size and depth and pose a significant risk to infrastructure and human safety. They can also have a significant impact on the environment, affecting water quality and habitats. Sinkhole prevention and mitigation strategies include careful planning and management of development in susceptible areas, monitoring of ground conditions, and filling or stabilizing sinkholes to prevent further collapse. As sinkholes continue to be a concern, ongoing research and education efforts are needed to better understand and address this geological hazard. The lightning. Thunder is a natural phenomenon that occurs during a thunderstorm. It is a result of the rapid expansion of air around a lightning bolt, creating a shock wave that produces a loud rumbling sound. Thunder can be heard up to 20 miles away from the source and is often accompanied by flashes of lightning. Thunderstorms occur when warm, moist air rises and cools, causing the moisture to condense into clouds. As the clouds grow, they can produce lightning and thunder. Numerous civilizations have believed that lightning is a deity or divinity in and of itself. These deities include Zeus in Greek mythology, Puran in Slavic mythology, Perkins in Baltic mythology, and Thor in Norse mythology. When 21 people in Zimbabwe were killed in 1975 in the deadliest single direct lightning strike, they were huddled for protection in a hut. The hut was obliterated by the bolt. The 1994 Drunker lightning strike was deadliest single indirect lightning strike. In 1994, 469 people perished when lightning struck a group of oil tankers, causing the town to flood with flaming oil. From 2012 through 2021, there were an average of 23 lightning-related fatalities each year in the United States. The rain bomb. A rain bomb refers to a weather event that brings about sudden and heavy rainfall in a short period of time, leading to flash floods and other forms of damage. It is a climate phenomenon that has become more common in recent years due to climate change. The effects of rain bombs can be devastating, causing loss of property and even lives. Cities and towns must be prepared with flood management systems and early warning mechanisms to mitigate the impact of these events. Experts suggest that we need to take action to mitigate climate change by reducing greenhouse gas emissions, conserving water, and adopting sustainable practices to avoid the worst consequences of this phenomenon. By taking steps to combat climate change, we can help prevent the occurrence of rain bombs and protect our communities from their harmful effects. Guys, we have come to the end of the video. Thank you for watching the video for so long patiently. If you like the video, you can like and comment. And if you want to see such strange and interesting videos, you can subscribe to our channel and ring the bell icon next to it. See you in the next video. Until then, stay healthy, stay well. Thank you.